EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready up.
They're going to look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
It's now 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is brought in at the 21. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
In motion right, that's Dell. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Christian Watson, 62 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Falcons, nothing.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside with 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the right side and caught by Dell. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll run for it with Achane. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And take it right on the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. and you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
First down.
He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front. And can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Back to throw here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. James Pierce, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. This pass is caught by London. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to Dell. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Okay, ready? At the Falcons' 17-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
Back to the ground, Achane. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cougar, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Complete to Tank Dell. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Shut up. Panther 60. Hey, check that. Street.
They'll look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Christian Watson.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. On the draw, Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London, 77 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
Christian Watson, the man he was looking for.
And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's 3rd and 3. Got his man, Dell.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
19, Tiger, not 40, 7 Bible, Panther 11, Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw again.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
A 39-yard attempt.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that'll make this an 8-point game.
21.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Okay, ready? Set up. 70 Lion. 18, Pioneer. Go.
They're going to look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half, and now 7 on the game.
And the Dolphin first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go now. 60 Bison. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Track him 60. 19 Lion. Hut, hut.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. Powering his way forward. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Christian Watson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are back within a couple of the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
The score, Falcons 21, Dolphins 19.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Check out.
They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here, and I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
2nd and 11. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Miami. This is fielded at the 7. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on the keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Throw left side, there's London. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here.
He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They run the draw here with Robinson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Dolphins 19.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
John Franklin
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
James Pierce in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
3rd and 13.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Let's go now. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Bobcats. Go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 4.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
In motion right, that's Dell.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Christian Watson
With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
26.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout.
Brings up
Remember, they get an
second and
extra
11
time built in
at the
coming up here
33-yard
shortly at the
line.
2-minute warning.
On the double.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Go. Check go.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Ready. Bravo, Lee.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, guys. 18 Cardinals, go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
It's 2nd down.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Cowboy 80. Right there, hurt.
They'll drop the throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
60 bison.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Reload. Here we go.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. They'll take it inside the 25.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Half the 60.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week one and week two. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Atlanta, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.